honestly, what do you think is a conservative? And that's how I like to look at it, is like, what do you think
Yeah.
the conservative end of this is? And whenever I think through that, I think, on the really low end, if I had to be extreme on the low end, I think it's $1 trillion. If you had to be ridiculously low, I would say $1 trillion.
Per Bitcoin.
$1 trillion per Bitcoin. Is that going to happen? Well, that's a little bit extreme, but hey, if the money is being infinitely printed, then literally Bitcoin can go to infinity. Is that a realistic prediction? It can be. With that, what's happening? We got a lot jam-packed in this video. Check us out on Linktree here. We have some products we're selling for you guys. Join our Telegram because you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest from the Bitcoin bros. And getting straight into it, Bitcoin has eclipsed 52,000. We had a little bit of a pullback, but it hit 52,000 today. So the market's definitely euphoric. And right now, what's happening? Are we seeing fiat money going into Bitcoin? And then are we going to get this alt season that people are waiting for? We'll talk about this before the video's out, so make sure you watch this all the way until the end. But this is the process. Fiat flows into Bitcoin, and then from there goes to large caps, mid caps, and lower caps. So the large caps would be the L1s, like Ethereum, top 20, top 30 coins. And then the mid caps would be, on CoinMarketCap, when you're looking at below 50 to 150, potentially some of those low caps could be mixed in there as well. But the low caps is when you're getting really degenerate and you're making plays, making bets on, something that only has $15 million as far as the market capitalization. Then it's a rinse repeat cycle. So this could be where we are at right now. Taking a look at Bitcoin at the current time it's recording. We're not up over 52 again, but 51.5 at the current time it's recording. We're seeing the momentum oscillator go up to the upside. We're not to overbought territory yet. This is on the 2-week chart, so we're seeing Bitcoin come up. And are we going to come back down and retest the Gaussian channel? It looks like we may have already potentially had this wick down. Didn't get quite a kiss, but hey, this could be a continuation to the upside. This is something you have to pay attention to because we could definitely see a new all-time high within a few more candles. Or maybe not a new all-time high, but maybe retesting the levels of the all-time high. Because you have to look at this. Bitcoin wicked up to this $65,000 range, cooled off, and then had a retest of the $69,000 range. And then we went to this bear cycle. So could we be coming up? And then will we get a cool off after the halving before ultimately running up? And we've showed you this before. We showed you this inverse head and shoulders pattern that could be playing out. We showed you the technical target all the way up here over $200,000. Is this what could be playing out for Bitcoin in the crypto space? It could be. You can't discount it. We've never seen this turn red, the 2-week Gaussian channel, since really the inception, since way back in 2015. The last time it turned red and flipped green, look what happened. Bitcoin went from $400 up to $20,000. So are we getting ready to flip green? We see that this 20 moving average is acting as support right now, the same way it did back here. Look, we came back and retested it, went off to the races. Look right here. We came down and retested it. Are we about to go off to the races? Is 2024 about to explode? When will the grayscale selling slow? Because once that happens, the Bitcoin bros think that we could be seeing a $100,000 Bitcoin price sooner rather than later. Looking at this right here, 51.5 at the current time of this recording, and then market capitalization is back over $1 trillion for Bitcoin. $1 trillion, we've eclipsed it yet again. The circulating supply that's out and available, 19.6 million Bitcoins. And we've been telling you that the buy pressure is what's causing this uptick because Grayscale's selling a lot, but the ETFs are buying a lot and it's still net positive with the massive selling pressure from Grayscale. So what happens when Grayscale stops? Plus you got a halving event. What's about to occur is about to melt faces. Plan B weighs in on this, and what he's saying, if Bitcoin adoption is now 1 to 5%, then we will enter the vertical of the S-curve next couple years. And he's showing 2 different charts, so let's get out of this and let's zoom in to make this make sense. Okay, so the log scale on the left, this means more exponential growth until 50% adoption. So right here is the log scale, and what he's showing you as years progress, look how steep this adoption curve gets. You're talking about a $10 million Bitcoin. That is crazy. So for the linear thinkers on the right, everything will change. Bitcoin might be substantially undervalued. So look here, the linear thinkers, just you're going straight into the right, and look, you're not making too much movement, but look what happens over the next 5 years. Is this the buying pressure that we're about to see from these ETFs with retail and everybody in the globe, sovereign wealth, all trying to accumulate Bitcoin? We hope you're prepared. And we haven't seen these levels since December of 2021. That's over 2 years ago, almost 2.5 years. We haven't seen these $50,000 levels since we fell from the $69,000 peak, and this was on a fall down, and we didn't quite make it back up there. But look it, we're right there today. So you could have been stacking sats this whole entire time. We hope that you've been listening. And Bit Harrington weighs in. He's showing this chart as well. Now, is this going to be in parallel with what happens with Plan B? Plan B saying in the next 5 years we could get extremely parabolic. This is more a linear chart. So every year it seems that the price is doubling. Right here, 2024. Look here, 51,000. We're right there at the current time of this recording. So if you get 51,000, then you should get 102,000 by 2025. So let's just do some quick math really quick for you. So 2026, 102,400 times 2 is 204, 2027, 409, 2028, 819, this is 819,000, 2029, 1.6 million, and 2030, $3.2 million. That's over the next 7 years. So look at this. That sort of coincides with this S curve for the Bitcoin adoption. We hope you're prepared. Taking a look at altcoins. Will altcoins rip? When will they rip? Bitcoin has been outperforming, but look on this 2-week chart. Where's the next level that they might meet some resistance? It's right here at the top of this Gaussian channel, $562 billion. If you look, altcoins have just been putting in higher highs and higher lows. It broke the midpoint and retested it. So if we look back on the charts, the last time we seen red on the Gaussian channel, it broke the midpoint, retested it, broke the upper bound, retested it, then it was time to run. So it looks like we could be getting ready to at least retest this upper bound. The halvings right here, that's this orange line. Once we get back above this upper bound, we'll flip resistance to support and then potentially rip to the upside, rinse and repeat. There's a lot of opportunity in the alt market, and patience is key. Look how eerily similar these charts look. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. With that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. Don't forget to go ahead and check us out on our link tree. Once again, this is linked in the description below of this video, and also you can see on all of our social media handles. It's right here on our Twitter. Go ahead and check us out there. We appreciate all your support, and with that, I'm out.